Hello everyone and welcome to our video. My name is Sophie. I'm here with Crimson Canvas today. We're going to do a very fun lesson about a cute little frog. We're going to practice our cartooning skills and our watercolor to make a very lovely picture of a frog sitting by a pond. So here's what we'll need for our project today. We'll first need some watercolor paper. It'd be good to have about a 9 by 12 or a fairly large size of watercolor paper for this project because we have lots of details to add, and it'll make it a lot easier if we can paint on a bigger surface. So we need some watercolor paper, we need our watercolor set, and of course some paintbrushes. I would recommend having a big paintbrush and a small paintbrush for this project. The big paintbrush we'll use for the big areas and the smaller one for the details. Of course, we'll also need a cup of water to go along with this with our watercolors. And then we'll also need a pencil and an eraser and a permanent marker to trace over our lines. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a big oval for the frog's head. Next, I'm going to draw a big U shape underneath for the frog's body. You can see that this is taking up most of the room on my paper, but I want to make sure there's room above for the frog's eyes, and that there's room on the side for the frog's legs, and of course room on the bottom for the frog's feet and any other details we add down there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the frog's legs. So to do this on each side, I'm just going to start by going up and then curving back down to the ground. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go up and then I'm going to curve back down towards the ground. Once I've done that, now I can draw the frog's feet. So on each side, I'm going to draw 3 toes. Kind of like half circle shapes for the toes. So 3 on each side. And then I'm also going to draw 2 smaller feet in the middle here for the front legs. Alright, once I've done that, now let's move on to the face. So I'm going to draw 2 big ovals on the top for the frog's eyes. We're making a cartoon frog here, so I'm going to make these really nice and big to look cute and cartoony. Then for the next step, we're going to erase a couple things. I'm going to erase this line here in the middle of the eye. I'll do that on both sides. And then I'm also going to erase the little line in between the feet on the bottom as well. And if you want to draw a little line connecting the leg up so we can see that it's a leg, you can add that too. Next, let's finish the frog's head. So inside the eye, I'm going to draw 2 circles for the frog's pupil. If there's a particular way you like drawing cartoon eyes, you can draw those however you would like. Drawing just another circle in the middle is going to be just a simple way to do that. And then, of course, I need to draw the frog's mouth. If you want to add a tongue for your frog, you're welcome to do that too. Maybe I'll draw a small one coming out the side. Last step for the frog is I'm going to draw some spots on my frog, just some different sized circles. So I'll make some big and I'll make some small. And I don't need to put too many spots because we are going to color this in later. So now I'm all done with my frog, so let's work on the background. For the background, I'm just going to draw a line on either side of the frog for the ground. And you can imagine that this line would connect if it went all the way through, but since our frog is in front, we don't need to draw the point in the middle. Then I can draw any details I want in the sky. Maybe I'll draw a little fly for the frog to eat. If you want, you could draw a sun or some clouds, anything you want in your background. I'm just going to draw 2 flies for mine. On the bottom, I'm going to draw a kind of curved line or half circle shape for some water in front of our frog. Frogs are amphibious, which means that they live on both land and water, so I'm going to have both water and land for my frog. When I'm all done sketching, I'm going to go back in with my permanent marker and trace over everything. Once you're all done tracing your picture with your permanent marker, then it is time to color it in using our watercolors. For this picture, you could really color it in any way you like. Skies can be lots of different colors, grounds can be lots of different colors, even water can be different colors too. Same thing with your frog. We typically see green frogs where we live, but frogs come in lots of different colors all around the world. So your frog doesn't have to be green, it could really be any color you want to. For mine though, I think I'm gonna make my frog green, and I'm gonna paint my water blue so you can really tell it's water. And I think I'll make a sunny blue sky in the background and maybe some brown mud because he's right by the edge of the water. When you're filling this in with the paint, you might want to use a big paintbrush for the big areas, like the sky or the ground or even your frog, and then the smaller paintbrush for smaller areas, like filling in the spots or the tongue on your frog. When you are painting, I would recommend starting by painting your frog first, so that you can rest your hand on the rest of your paper while you're painting your frog. And then after you finish the frog, then you can do parts around the edge, so your sky, your ground, and your water. Once I have everything colored in with the watercolor, then I am all done with my frog project. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, please take a moment to take a photo of your finished project and post it on Facebook or on Instagram and tag us because we love to see what you guys create. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.